My name is Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville. Welcome to the Bugle 6, you nerds.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Bugle 6 episode, or should I say issue number 42. We have a lot to talk about. We got some things to get off our chest a little bit too. The second half of the show, so just hang out with us in the beginning here. And I'll let Flavio talk here in a sec. But yeah, we're having some technical difficulties with StreamYard. I feel like StreamYard knows that I'm upset with it, and it just gets worse and worse every week. It's not letting me share anything, so I had to I can only share screens. I can't share images for some. It's getting worse. So apologies for being late. It is going to be a shorter show. Probably get done here in about an hour and a half or so. But we wanted to talk about some stuff. And Flavio, I know you're out making s'mores, having a good time, but you still wanted to do a show. What's on the docket today, man?
Yeah, Brick. Thanks for having me, bro. And it's gonna be a fun show tonight. We got some topics here. We have some movies to talk about. We have a top or bottom that we're gonna do like we like to do here on the Bugle 6. We have a couple of figures, some Inart hot toys, right? And we have a big topic. I don't know. Should I bring it up now?
It's in the title.
Yeah, we're going to say, why is Hot Toys always taking the heat?
Yeah.
I think this is a big discussion, that a ton of people in the community have. And I think me and Brick want to pop the cork on this one tonight. So we're going to get into that, guys.
We're going to pop the cork. We're going to pop the cork. It's going to get a little wild, but I think it needs to be said. And we'll get more into that second half of the show. But yeah, in the meantime, I just want to thank everybody for being part of the 1/6 celebration that we had last week. What a great time, man. That was awesome. We got figures and fandom saying pop it.
Pop it.
What a great time, man. It was 24 hours of nonstop figures talk. And I don't know, man. It felt, the community really felt alive. It was really cool to be a part of that. And I just want to thank each and every one of you guys that participated, whether you were streaming one of the headline streamers or in one of the, in one of the streams as a panel member, part of the giveaways, any way possible that you were, involved in the chat. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to 2026. It's going to be bigger even in 2026 than it was this past time. So congrats to all the winners, all the giveaway winners. Had a lot of good stuff. I won something. I didn't want to win it. I felt bad for winning it, but it's coming home, baby, and it's going to be my little trophy, my little range trooper trophy. Thank you, Geo Movie Cannon. But I also want to thank. Let's see here. See, now StreamYard is very fun. I also want to thank. Here it comes. Oh, here it is. All of the Brickyard members, all 25 of you, thank you so much. Unfortunately, it's got to look like this through my email because it won't let me share images. So I got to share with the website.
We're working, people. We're working.
So it is what it is. We're still making it work, but yeah, we'll get through the show tonight. Again, it's a shorter show, which is probably a good thing because with all the technical difficulties, but definitely gonna have a good time. Thank you, Brickyard members. If you want to join the Brickyard, you can. Just for a couple bucks, be part of the Brickyard. And help support me pay for StreamYard, because it's amazing, right? No, as you guys know, I get a lot of the giveaways that we do, whether it's sideshow gift cards or what, all that money goes back to you guys for one of the winners. So, yeah, just if you want to be part of that, we have that going on. You get really cool emojis, and also I started a new series of what means the most. So I'm going through each of my figures, couple-minute video, and explain why it means a lot to me. Not why it's a good figure, but why it means a lot to me. So, yeah, and other stuff too coming. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Okay.
Dude, one thing before we get started, can I show you like this
like
super
how to make
cool?
a s'more?
No, well, maybe, but can I show you this super cool gift my father-in-law gave me yesterday?
Sure.
I mean, I know a lot of people are gonna love this thing, but look at my lightsaber.
Ooh,
Check
hold
it
on,
out.
let me big screen you here.
Check this out.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
What in the world are you lighting up? Dang. It's so funny. Let's see here.
Hopefully I don't burn myself.
Yeah, don't burn yourself. Yeah. Figures and fantasy need. That's pretty cool. I think we need that for our cigars there, Jedi. Let's check in with the chat real quick before we get started with these. We got Figures and Phantom showing the love for 6 months being part of the Brickyard. Speaking of the Brickyard, have a great show and keep bricking. Absolutely keep bricking. Thank you for being a member for 6 months and being part of the show tonight. So looking forward to it. We got the Jedi Knights house in the house as well. The Jedi Knights watch. Did I say the Jedi Knights house? I don't know what I said. But thank you, sir, for being a Brickyard member for 14 months. 14 months is still here. God bless everyone. Too sweet. Let's go. All right. We have... Who else we got? We got Ash Chase in the house. What up, plastic crackheads? What is up, Ash Chase? How are you doing tonight? Thank you for being here. We got Valkyrie Magnus, another Brickyard member. Hey, guys, sorry I can't make it tonight, but I'll catch the show later. I hope you do. We're gonna have some good topics. And just thank you to everybody in the chat. We weren't supposed to have a show tonight. Like literally an hour and a half ago, I decided to post something on Instagram. We weren't really sure if we were gonna have a show or not. So yeah, thank you guys for jumping on in. We got Curtis Booth. Hey boys, hope you're having a great weekend. And dang, I want that saber.
Definitely get one, guys, because I've been messing around with it. It's it's a normal
just
butane.
Be careful.
It's a butane lighter, but dude, like, who doesn't want to? It turns red. Look at that. I can't stop doing it.
Oh man. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, I kind of want to just start off with top or bottom tonight, if that's cool, and then we'll get into some figure talk, and then we'll get into like the. I kind of want to. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's start off with some top or bottom, and then we'll talk about the movie that I want to talk about because I'm really excited about that. So let's go ahead and jump in with a little bit of fun as you guys are still coming in with some top or bottom. All right, guys. So we got one top or bottom today, and it's going to be pretty much. You guys know me. I don't like the whole Inart versus Hot Toys thing. Okay, but we're gonna do that because we're gonna have some fun tonight. Okay, so these are 5, if you guys see up at the top, 5 figures that are mentioned a lot for top figures of the year for Hot Toys. That is, and then we got 5 Inart figures that were released this year down at the bottom. Thank you for everybody who was helping me with that because I had no idea what they released, what was announced, and all that. So Figures of Fandom, if you're there, thank you. And I just kind of want to talk about not really go against each other or anything like that, but we're talking figures of the year. We're getting near October here, okay? And I know on Wolfpack we were kind of talking about figures of the year too, so it got me like I kind of want to put top 5 figures, or at least in the conversation with Hot Toys versus Inart and all the Inart figures that were released this year. We got at the top Black Widow Artisan, Scarlet Witch Artisan figure. We have Feral Predator. I almost said John Wick. We got Jack Sparrow Artisan version, as well as the Darth Vader. What is this Darth Vader's real name? I always say Mythos, but I know it's not that. It's like Battle Damaged.
Damn. I know Steve is gonna get this one. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but I don't even.
Okay.
It's not. It's something battle damaged, but
yeah. But then at the bottom we got the Inart figures. We have Legolas. We have Wukong, which is the Great Armor, I believe it's called. We got Hermione from Harry Potter. Michael Jackson from the Dangerous Tour. Which shout out to the winner, One Adam 12, for winning this from Plastic Hero, Jeremy Casa. What a giveaway. And we got Paul Atreides. So, chat, let us know what you guys think there in the chat. And Flavio, I guess I'll start with you since it's just us two tonight.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that this was the top or bottom that you were doing. Like, because you always throw people for a loop when you do this shit. So I wasn't even paying attention to the figures that were here. This is a 50-50 split here. You got Hot Toys versus Inart essentially here, but man, Brick, this may be one of the easiest top or bottoms for me to decide on. Deciding on
how you say it.
No, listen, deciding on the figures aesthetically. Okay. We're talking about the unboxing factor, all of that. Like, granted, I can be a little bit biased here because the ones on the bottom, I don't have any in hand. So I feel like I can only speak to it to a certain extent, but just from, let's just say, Jack Sparrow, that still potentially was one of the, if not the best artisan figure that I think Hot Toys has done. I still need to see the Black Widow in person, but the Feral Predator, that is a contender of figure of the year for me right now. And then that Vader that just came out, dude, you can't beat it with all the different looks that it has. I'm definitely gonna go top, but you know, bottom is no slouch as well. Like, Legolas is my favorite character from Lord of the Rings. Black Myth Wukong is a great game, very potential for game of the year. I don't know if it released this year or when it came out. I think that was
last year, maybe even the year before. I'm not sure. I haven't played it.
I don't know if it won that, but for me, in my book, that was game of the year.
I think it lost game of the year, but a lot of people were like, no, it should have won it. I forgot what won. It might have been an indie game or something.
But then you have the King of Pop, you have Hermione, and then you have Paul Atreides. Like, those are all great too, but I'm definitely gonna have to go top for this one.
Go on top. Okay. I like the variety on both ends, right? I mean, we got a couple Marvel up there. I see that, but we also have, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney. We have Feral Predator, and we have Star Wars. So that's cool. But at the bottom, we got Lord of the Rings, you know, along with Michael Jackson, Dune, Harry Potter, a lot of fantasy stuff, actually. Look, I think Inart is, and we'll get more into this second half of the show, like we said, but I think Inart has come a long way since last year. They're putting out more figures. You know, I want to say they almost doubled since last year. So you know, and the work that they do is awesome. Like, I think the Legolas figure is one of the best looking Inart figures. I was saying that over on Wolfpack. I really think Legolas turned out amazing. It looks really, really good. We'll talk about him more in a little bit. But I'm gonna go top as well. You know, just Inart doesn't have Star Wars. You know what I mean? Have that license, and I love me some Jack Sparrow and that Feral Predator. When I'm looking over here to the right and I see him, and it's my first Predator, so that might have a lot to do with it too. Just that hype that I have. It's just a really cool figure to have. You know, I don't know, man. It's just something about the accessories it comes with, the base, how massive it is. You know, and yeah, there's nothing like it. And I don't have my Black Widow yet, but my goodness,
I know that's gonna blow.
The pictures are just like,
dude, look at the picture right there.
I think the blogger photos look better than like the announcement. I truly do. I think that's the first time that's happened with Hot Toys. I don't know, since I've been.
I really think that the solicitation photos were like, holy crap, like it's photorealistic.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
But see, I don't think there was a change. I think it looks great. Like it turned out great. So, yeah. But yeah, you guys are funny.
You guys
are funny. Choose to collect puffs. Oh, it was either chicken wings or cigars. Okay.
I learned from the Simple Diversion guys. What can I say?
Hey, CEO was saying Paul is one of the best in my opinion.
I love that.
I mean, Paul, too. Like they're all good figures, right? Like, and that's the thing too. Like, you know, we have Hot Toys top 5, and then for Inart to go to, you know, bang them out like this with these 5 figures that they've released this year, and all 5 are pretty much bangers. Like, good for them, you know. Like, this is kind of just depends. Like, are you into the Harry Potter figures? You know, that Harry Potter line. Are you into the Lord of the Rings line? Are you getting a Michael Jackson figure? You know, if not, I feel like, you know, you're a Star Wars fan or Marvel fan. So right. There's that. But we have let's see here. Jedi Knights Watch saying top. Figures and fandom saying top just due to the lack of interest in a couple of the bottom. Makes sense. It's just battle damage Vader. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. D'Lo. Oh man, smoking a joint with a lightsaber, D'Lo. It's a cigar. Gosh.
He said a joint with a lightsaber.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Oh man.
We got say hi. What do you recommend for my first Hot Toys figure?
I like this. I like this question. Do you want to go here, Brick, or
I'll let you go.
Well, Kappa Bear here. The only thing that I can say for that, I don't think there is any right or wrong figure for your first figure. The biggest thing that I can tell you is find out what you love the most, right? Find out what movie, what TV show, what IP drives you the most to want to represent in your collection. I think that's the only true answer. There's no figure out there that's like, oh, this one has to be first. This one is better than this. You know what I mean? They're all great. They're all great pieces, but you have to want it yourself. And I don't think anybody can really tell you what your first figure would be. That would be my answer for that.
I guess it's really just what are you into? You know, are you into Spider-Man, Batman? Are you into Star Wars? Are you into Lord of the Rings? Start from there, and then from there, just, you know, go with your favorite character from that show, like what Flavio was saying. You know, what means the most to you. So, start from there, and then you'll be able to break it down, because right now it's very broad. There's a lot of figures out there. So, whatever you're most into,
and not even necessarily like licensed figures. Like, if there's even something that's third party out there, I know there's a lot of people that love video game stuff. You know, the Naruto stuff is popping off as well. Like, anything that you could possibly think of that you would want and love, like you enjoy watching, that's what your first figure should be.
100%. Then he goes on to say homemade suit. I mean, I think, you think he's talking about the new red and blue suit?
No, I think he's talking about the homemade suit from what is that? Far From Home, which
Well,
is that
it wasn't it Homecoming? The
or
homemade suit?
Homecoming? Sorry,
Okay. Okay.
Capybara.
Yeah, I mean that's a good figure. I mean it's a nice figure that you don't have to worry too much about it getting ruined. So you can like pose
Absolutely.
it up. So
That's
that's a good. I would say that's a great figure to start
That's
off with if you're a Spider-Man fan.
that's a set it and forget it kind of figure.
Yeah.
I
You
actually
can get
have
it for
that
pretty
figure.
cheap now. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that figure, and I love that figure so much. We had like Brick,
Yeah.
me and you, we have a ton of Spider-Man figures, and
Mm-hmm.
the homemade suit still, I really love it because you got the. If you're talking about two for your first figure, you're gonna get the soft goods on that piece, and you're gonna be like, "Holy crap!" Like the sweater is like knitted, and like it's a really dope piece when you really look into it, and all the details with it. And like Brick said, you can pose the hell out of it, and he's very forgiving. You're not gonna have issues. Now there's a 1.0 and a 2.0, and not even a 1.0 and 2.0, but I don't even know if they were like legitimately released like that. But there was a first version and then the second version. I got the second version, which I think that one came with Mysterio's drone, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I got. Yep.
And I don't know exactly. Oh, the first version came with a Tom Holland head sculpt. The second version, which I think is easier to find, if I'm not mistaken, that one doesn't come with the Tom Holland head sculpt. But for me, I wasn't really missing anything because it was kind of very close to the red and the red and black suit, and all the other ones that came out around that time.
Yeah, 100%. Good question. Good question. We got one Adam 12. I think he's a little typo here, just dripping in to say hello. Sorry.
Hang on here.
We'll catch replay later. Also, top on this. All right. Hey, thank you, Brickyard member one Adam 12, and congrats again on that Michael Jackson. Let's see here. We got Blurred Dad Life. Top has 3 that I would love to have. I wonder what those 3 would be.
Let us know. Let us know which ones.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know down in the comments, man. Movie Canon Brickyard member as well, saying hi to the chat. What is up, Gio? Let's see here. Saying he's going to get the one with the drone. Let's go. And then we have bottom only because of
Legolas.
That's okay. I was thinking that, and then I had to think twice. And I was like, and then, yeah, okay. Legolas.
Mike's not legless. Look at him. Look at him in the picture.
Oh, Adam's saying, damn spell check. Yeah, the Legolas looks good, man. I'm excited for more people to get that. Unfortunately, I'm not in on that line, but I got to give credit where it's due. I mean, that figure looks really good. So, yeah, I think mostly top on this one, which is awesome. Either way would have been awesome, but yeah. Good stuff. Thanks, chat, for being involved. We got another top from Geo here.
My question, hang on. My other question here for people in the chat, since they were very involved on the top or bottom, I know maybe some people, I know Steve, mentioned why, and some other people did too. Drop in the comments why top versus bottom on this one. Yeah. Is it because of the figures? Is it because of the diversity of the characters that were shown? Is it something else? Let us know, because I'm kind of curious about that answer.
Yeah, same. Okay, before we move on to some figures, I do really, really want to talk about something, because this has me excited, Flavio. This has me very excited, actually. And that is, and again, remember, my photos won't share, so I got to share from my email here, which is really dumb. But the Super Mario Galaxy movie, okay? We knew a Super Mario 2 movie was coming. All right? I had no idea it was going to be Mario Galaxy. There was rumors out there like this might happen, that might happen. You weren't sure which ones to kind of talk about. And I've grown up a huge Super Mario fan. I've got freaking Nintendo Lego all over the place. This is exciting, man. I think Mario Galaxy is one of the best Mario games there is. And to see this in the same kind of way that we saw the last movie, this come to life on the big screen is going to be a lot of fun, man. Like, there's a lot of cool characters. Just seeing him flying up in space and doing like a spin, like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And what I really liked about Mario Galaxy 2 was when you beat the game, you can play as Luigi. and play it all over again. And yes, I got all the stars for both, and then the bonus ones and everything like that. So this is really exciting for me. So I can only imagine what they're going to do with Luigi on this. I wonder what if they make a trilogy, what if the third movie would be like. Would it be like a I don't know, because I don't think you would go from Galaxy to Sunshine.
If they did right now, I'd tell you what I would want them to make. It wouldn't make sense necessarily with the movies that they made. I mean, I guess this one doesn't either because they're not following a specific thing. But for me personally, and I like that you brought up Luigi. He's low key. He's that guy. But
he's that guy.
I think that they would benefit and they would make a lot of money if they released a movie during this time, like the fall, and made a Luigi's Mansion movie.
That would be cool.
Oh, Mario.
Oh my gosh. They should do a Luigi's Mansion movie, man. Like they really should, because it's been a minute since we got like a animated Halloween film.
Right.
We had the Transylvania. I think the last one came out like 2 or 3 years ago, but the last, like the cruise ship one, which those movies are actually really good. But yeah, to have a Luigi's Mansion like come out around Halloween, that would be cool. They all like after this big movie, they all like take a vacation,
right?
Like that'd be cool. I would be all in on that. But I'm excited for this, guys. I just wanted to bring it up because I love movies and I love Mario, and I'm looking forward to this. We got a lot of great movies coming too. I mean, not just Marvel. We got this Mario, we got Dune, we got Avatar. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Thanksgiving 2 is coming this, soon, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the films that we've been.
Super Mario Galaxy was like probably my favorite Mario game, besides Sunshine as well too.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% completed the first game. The second game I did not play as much, but I loved it.
2 was good too, though. And I love
it was.
There was a lot of interaction because that came out around the time with the Wii. Like that was like the blockbuster for the Wii. You know what I mean? And just launching him off, to the stars and stuff. It was a great game.
Yeah, it was great, man.
I still have it actually, and I still have my Wii.
Dang, I kind of want to buy it again for the Switch. I heard both games are coming out. So
I have almost probably every console still that I've ever bought, I think.
Dang. See, I don't have my Genesis anymore, my NES anymore.
I don't have my 360. That's the only.
I don't have my PS2 anymore.
No, I don't have my PS2 either.
But we're going to talk about this Terminator T800 battle damaged figure. Flavio, this was a big one. We knew this one was coming soon. I think it turned out great. A lot of people are like, it not much different from the first one, kind of thing. I think it looks loads better.
Amazing.
Super excited. It's going to even feel loads better, and that's something that we got to take into consideration. It's how this figure is going to feel in hand. The joints, the heftiness, everything about them. So I'm excited for that. Leather.
Genuine leather. Pants,
right?
And jacket. Mind you, don't you get 2 jackets on this one? Because you get a battle damaged one where his arm is cut off, and then you get a full jacket. So, dude, Brick, come on, like tell people live right now. Like how many times do I talk about this a week?
Daily.
Like, not dead ass. Like I've been talking about this figure probably for months now. Like since it's been announced. Like I cannot miss. I cannot miss on this. Like, as soon as if any of this goes blue screen, you guys let me know, because I'm actually going to probably lock it in, Brick. I told you this the other day. I'm locking it in by next week. I'm not messing around.
Sure.
Hey, what's up, Jose? But this is an amazing piece, man. And I beg to differ, like this is a huge advancement from the 1.0, man. Like, I don't know who can't see that, but the head sculpt, the likeness to Schwarzenegger is so much better. The original one was a little bit more like, I don't know, like clunky, clayey, And there's so much detail on this. Look at all that.
Look at that, man.
And you get 2 head sculpts. You get the eye, and then you get both of his eyes here, like the bandolier.
Dude, that's crazy. I think the base looks great. Like we said, the leather. I'm looking forward to this. If I could only have one, I think I would get the clean look.
Me too.
For 350, I mean, comes with a lot, honestly. And I think you get a lot for this figure. I mean, you don't find anywhere else figures that are 350 that look and feel like this. Like I'm really excited. It's a D. Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad they came out with the T1000. They're bringing Terminator back. They're bringing all the sci-fi stuff back. I can't wait for this line to come home. I like this. Get the little.
Yeah, I want to know how
I would never use that hand, but
no. But I mean, it's crazy. Like, look at that. Look at all the guns, the accessories.
Yeah.
The just like you said, the feel of this figure is going to be something that is talked about probably for the next, couple months after people are starting to get this in hand. Look at the detail on the neck.
Dude, look at that detail.
Look at the detail of the skin texture on the neck. It's a separate head sculpt. It's not like a one-piece head sculpt, and they added so much texture. They matched the skin tone to the body very well.
Yep.
The only thing that if I'm really, really nitpicking this figure here, and it's something that I don't think that we can still crack right now because Hot Toys or no other company has come up with that kind of technology, is the damn button cell batteries for the head, but it goes in the head sculpt. It's not like you're not going to have a cable sticking out of his head. You're not going to have a cable sticking out of the back of his coat or his jacket.
Right.
So there's no other way, but I need this now, man. I'm waiting for somebody to do a proper unboxing.
Right. Yeah, the accessories, man.
Me personally, Brick, I know what you're saying. Like, if you had to pick one or the other, I'm not messing around with this line. I need them both. I need the clean one because for me, that was my favorite scene with the roses. He's coming down the hallway. Like, that for me is just, it's like I get goosebumps every time I see it, but I need the battle damage. I need this one.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they can make this figure any better, honestly. Nope. So if they ever came out with like a 3.0, something like that, I can't see it getting better. Again, I don't have this in hand yet, but I mean, just from these photos, from what I've seen with videos and whatnot, like, this is going to be a hard one to beat. I mean, this looks like the detail that you would see in a statue, in my opinion. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And I think Hot Toys is just doing a really good job lately, man. We were talking about top or bottom, like figures of the year, right? This wasn't even on that list.
And this was one of my figures that I've been telling you that I think that for me, just because I've been wanting it for so long, is going to be my figure of the year. I know there's going to be so many other like showstoppers too, but I just know I'm gonna. It's one of those figures that you've been dying to have. So when you get it finally, you're gonna be like, bro, like I don't care what else is shipping. Like I'm happy with this. So yeah, I can't wait, man. Like this is so iconic, dude. And people have been wanting these IPs for so long, and Hot Toys gave us that this year. They did the Predators. They're doing the Terminator. The only other
pushing them out quick too.
Yeah,
and I mean they're turning out great.
Right. We need the die-cast, endoskeleton, and I think that is definitely going to happen.
Oh yeah.
But I think they're spacing stuff out. Who knows? Maybe even for the 25th, that could be one of the things.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see anybody else doing this with like, I mean, I guess J&D with the Two-Face look pretty good. But like the two different, sides of the face, like we have here Terminator, we're seeing it with Darth Vader, with the battle damaged Star Wars, Darth Vader. Like Hot Toys is doing some crazy stuff right now. And it's turning out, it's insane, and it's looking pretty dang good. So
dude, and the fact that picture, like, well, even that one right there, the fact that half of his face is blown off and it doesn't look weird. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look like, oh man, like one of his eyes is higher than like, it's just perfectly, perfectly sculpted. And look at all the detail with the strands in the hair. The 1.0 was not like that at all.
They have perfected sculpted hair. At this point, if they have like a figure with sculpted hair that is like bad, we're gonna be so disappointed. Like, what?
and just
because we've been spoiled the last couple years.
Even the subtle like jawline, like look at where it goes in by his lips. That little like you could see like he's almost clenching his teeth. And it's just those little details that you pick up as you see this figure that you're just in hand, dude. I'm telling you.
Like, look at the arm. Come on.
How are you how would you display him, like this or with the other arm?
I would have him with the other arm.
I'm gonna have him like this.
Yeah.
Because I think cool, for me, having the clean version, I'm already gonna have him with both arms there.
Yeah.
So
right. Figures and fandom. Need more Star Wars. Lately, yeah. I mean, lately they've been kind of slacking with the Star Wars. We do need more Star Wars, and I'm kind of hoping for a few different figures. But this Terminator T800 is looking really good. I mean, I'm not complaining. There's nothing to complain about this. Really.
Nope.
Oh my gosh! Like,
dude,
wow.
Like, look, even the stock on the freaking.
I mean, we're glazing right now, but I mean, what is there to complain about? It turned out great.
No, seriously, like honestly, for me, it's the batteries. That's the only thing that I could possibly think of, because I don't think they took a step backwards on this release.
Sure.
And duly noted, it's been for so long, people been wanting this. There's no way they couldn't hit this out the park.
Yeah. And
they're giving you the leather too.
That's you
know what I mean? Part. Like,
which if we know they can do leather, why can't we have like a Scarlet Witch be leather? And you know what I mean?
Right.
I just wish Artisan was always leather. It would just make more sense.
Uniform on the releases, like, consistency is the only thing that I would say that, they need to finish out here with.
Yeah. But yeah, we got 20 in the house. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, on your way in. Thank you for being here. So we got, do you get both the non-damage also? So they're both separate figures.
No,
he's talking about like the head sculpt.
You get all of that, man.
Yeah, you get all that. It comes with all that for $350. Like,
no,
it's pretty good price.
And I honestly, now that he says that too, you're gonna have one head sculpt in the box. I probably would even go to the ends of the world probably and pick up another body just to be able to put that clean sculpt on, because they're so damn good, both of them. But I need to display it with this head sculpt. I just think you do a disservice.
100%, especially if you are getting the clean version. Jedi Night's Watch is saying, for what they are charging, everything should be leather. And that's a good point too, because they're charging $350 for this and it's all leather, and it's not much more than other figures. You know what I mean? The only thing different between this and an Artisan is there's no wool hair, and this is cheaper than that Artisan by like a lot. But there's a lot more detail than an Artisan figure, than any Artisan figure we've seen.
Right.
I think there's more detail in this, maybe other than the Joker or something. Maybe. But like the detail with the battle damage and the jacket and everything, and for $350, like looking at all those other prices, pretty good deal. So you know that if they changed the outfit to leather for a lot of these figures, the price shouldn't go up that much more.
Right. No, I'm telling you, like this, even for some people, Terminator might not be their thing, but like, I'm sorry, I would rather miss on other stuff and get this. Like, I'm not me.
Yep.
These are all coming home.
Yeah. And yes, there is a clean version also, going for $290. So even cheaper, which is awesome.
Look at that. Now I noticed that there's not a lot of articulation, it don't seem like, but
that leather is going to hold up a lot.
But then like why would you? Like, look at how this is a present.
Yeah, you don't need to.
This is a piece that speaks for itself no matter what you do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh,
The launcher.
yes. And
Crazy.
look what being able to move those eyes over here, what that
Right.
does to the
That's
figure.
why I said it's kind of tough that you get both of those, with both of the eyes, even if you're getting
Yep.
the clean version, you don't want to miss out on that head sculpt either. They're all
Yeah.
great.
Well, just even look at the body, how bulky it is. Like
Did you
can just
notice?
tell, like,
Did you notice the hands too? Like you could see the skeleton under it, like in the glove. Like,
oh
I mean,
man,
I know
that's
that
cool.
was part of the design for the 1.0, but it just looks so much better.
Yeah, very cool figure, man. Very cool figure. Definitely need this Terminator line. Absolutely. Asking if we're gonna get both. I want to get both. I know, Flavio, you're gonna get both.
I'm getting
sure.
both. I already have the T1000 on order, so I said, I'm locking this one in probably within the next 2 weeks, and I'm not letting the clean go either, because for me it's all or nothing. If I can only have one, then I don't want any. I want all of them. I want all of them.
Yeah.
That's just how I do it.
Yeah. Let's move on to a different company, and let's talk a little bit about Inart. So Inart, we have a quick video here for the legless figure, and I know we've gotten pictures. Zord's given us some really good pictures as well, but I mean, okay.
I love how they do these videos too.
Oh, 100%. But dude, like this quiver right here,
amazing,
so detailed. Like that's perfection. And this is why I think that this figure is better even than the Gandalf. Just the little details. Gandalf's cool because he's got the beard. He's got some wrinkles, but he's got the beard. He looks good. He's got the pipe and all that stuff. But like, I just feel like, I don't know if it's the colors, if it's the design or what, and then just more of the head sculpt. You know what I mean? Like, and we'll get to that. But like, this turned out really nice.
Yeah, that looks great.
And the hair turned out good. You don't have, curls in the front. Imagine. I don't know.
He's the best. He's the best character in Lord of the Rings. That's
he's my favorite character too.
Bro, he's been my favorite. Look at the Lammas bread. You get Lammas bread.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool.
Insane.
Look at that. They do I'll give Inart props. They do a really good job with their videos, man. And hopefully they don't get mad that I'm using it. I am talking good about it, okay? It's a good looking figure.
Dude, the blades are insane too.
Yeah.
Look at the grain on kind of like the cloth itself.
Yeah.
It's like almost felty.
Dude, look at that. That's cool.
That's one thing that I'm not digging though. Like, I don't want to put that shit on myself.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. But, look at that.
I think the head sculpt looks great, but just me being like a super analyzer, I just wish there was more skin texture on it. But he's an elf.
I actually think it looks better in Zord's photos than it does in this video.
Yeah, that's true.
I truly do. I think his photos really, the head sculpt, that is.
Right.
The figure still looks good in this video. I think they did a really good job. Here it looks better. Maybe
there it looks better.
Changed. Yeah.
He's an elf though too, you know what I mean? So he's gonna have that smooth skin, but
yeah, it's a good looking figure, man. Are you in on this Lord of the Rings? I don't think you are you?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, that's the only thing that kind of like ticks me off about this line. I never went in on the Gandalf, so now like if I'm going in on this line, I'm backtracking like for a couple of years, which is not a problem to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah, except the Gandalf's going for like $1,200.
That's the problem. But
they will make a Gandalf the White. They would be crazy not to.
But I gotta have both. Like, for me, Lord of the Rings is like, if not my favorite movie of like series of all time. And look at that, the double arrows. That's
the double arrow. That's cool.
But Legolas being my favorite character and it coming out towards the end, and now me having to go backtrack and stuff, it's gonna be tough for me to pick these up because that's a lot of priority over all this other stuff that Hot Toys is doing. So I'm out on this, unfortunately, right now. But you know, I really want Lord of the Rings stuff, and me personally, Fellowship was my favorite. Um, I'm a very like how do I say that, origin story like kind of guy. I like the first
Yeah.
of everything.
Dude, Fellowship is actually my favorite too.
Yeah.
I understand. You guys know me by now from Wolfpack and from here. Like, my favorite can always be different than what I think might be the best when it comes to film. Okay. But like, for example, like I really enjoy watching Phantom Menace, but the best Star Wars film is Attack of the Clones. So I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
This guy.
No, it's Empire Strikes Back, 100%. But I know that's like the best, and I still love it. It's still like one of my favorite films, but I just have a lot of fun with Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith. So
Right.
There's a difference there. Same with Batman movies, like the Christian Bale Batman movies, Dark Knight trilogy. They're probably the best, but I have more fun with Batman Returns. You know what I mean? But yeah, Fellowship is a great movie.
And I love in the Fellowship like all the little parts and the detail, but this guy got them through a lot of shit. Like if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have made it through the Mines of Moria, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Like
for sure.
I love that one part when they're walking before, like on the snowy like mountain, bro. Everybody stuck like fucking like excuse my French, like almost chest deep in snow, and this guy's walking on top of the snow because he's an elf. Like just a little detail, like so guys. Cool. Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's so crazy.
Yomo with the quotes. One small bite is enough to fill the stomach of a grown man.
That's right.
Yep. But man, yeah, great looking figure. Definitely gonna glaze on this one. But I have heard that there are some glue issues with the hair. I know not a lot of people are talking about it, but there was a picture floating around on Reddit that is now taken down. So I do not have it. But there was some glue issues on this side of the head. So I'm sure that's not going to be for all, but that is a problem, especially because we see the rooted hair on Inart just being, a lot of people are better than Hot Toys, but it looks like it's starting to have the same type of issues.
I wonder why somebody would take it down on Reddit.
I don't know why it was like, yeah. And it wasn't, I don't know. I don't know if the person that put it up took it down. I don't know if it was like taken down for another reason. I don't know, but I'm sure it will float around again soon,
I mean, we're still hearing about the Scarlet Witch, I think.
Yeah. But again, like, I'm not even worried about it. My Scarlet Witch is fine. I only heard 2 people out of thousands of people that have that figure. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna happen. So I'm not even worried about it with Legolas. But I did want to bring that up. Because I feel like it's owed. You gotta talk about that stuff too. So let's see here. But yeah, definitely want to get this at some point in my life.
I wish they made alerts too.
Oh, you just got dark.
Yeah, it's dark out here, bro.
No, but let's talk about one more figure before we get to the main topic, and it's another Inart figure. Now, let's talk about this Wonder Woman. Now, these pictures have been up for a little while. I know Justin came out with this video a couple of days ago, which is no longer up. So another thing that was taken down. I don't know exactly if it was like taken down from him or if somebody asked him, or I don't know the situation. But again, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on when there's a hint of something wrong with Inart or people saying something. It just seems like it's always disappearing. But I gotta say, and I know we've talked about this Wonder Woman before, but because of that video, I just kind of wanted to bring her up again. I do have a couple of screenshots of that video as well, but I'm not going to show them. I don't want to make this episode bashing of the Inart figures. whenever they're trying to fix stuff. So I'm not going to do that. But the figure definitely needs some work. And I think we can all agree, even people that have bought every single Inart figure can agree that this Wonder Woman definitely needs some work in the head sculpt. I'm not a fan either of the skin tone. I think the skin tone needs a lot of work. And I just feel like she's too pale, which we've talked about before. And that just these pictures, she looks darker. But we've seen, we've definitely have seen comparisons and the same lighting and everything like that. Again, this photo is terrible.
She's swole there.
Yeah. But I wonder how long it's going to take Inart to work on this figure. You know what I mean? Like they're really pushing to, like they did it with Superman. I think Zord just posted some pictures of Superman as well. But yeah, I mean they're really trying to push the I guess for sales. I don't know why they're doing it. They want people to see what the figure looks like in, I don't know, real time or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think that's cool. I really do. I really think that's awesome. My question is though, like, how long is it going to take them to correct? And I think it's great that they listen. So I'm excited about that, especially Superman, because I do have that Superman on pre-order. But I wonder if they're going to take 2 years to correct the head sculpts. If they're trying to get ahead of Hot Toys, and that's why they're showing their figure more like that, so people are more excited about that than the Hot Toys version, or they choose the Inart. But what are your thoughts on that, Flavio?
Well, first off, 2 years to fix a head sculpt, that'd be insane, bro. Like, people have already been waiting forever for this, so I hope that they
to be fair though, yes, but they officially announced it fairly recent.
Yeah, recently.
You know what I mean? And we know Inart they take a while.
Right.
And they do a great job on their figures, but they take a while.
I know a lot of people, even including me, on whatever I would buy, I'd rather it take forever to come out perfect than, it be,
sure,
half-assed. But I don't know, man. You know what I said about it when it first came on the scene.
Yep.
And now it seems like a lot of people are kind of like redirecting, how they feel about it, rather than initially just taking the initial, photo and running with it and saying that it's, way better.
I will show. Sorry to cut you off. I will show you one picture. I'm not going to show the other one because I don't want to, again, make it a bashing of Inart. This is kind of big here. You know what I mean? Like this Hot Toys is on the right, Inart's on the left. And again, I know Inart knows, everybody knows, like, it needs some work, and I know they're gonna fix it. But it
doesn't look like her. That's all I'm gonna say.
It doesn't look like her at all. The hair is ultra thin. Her skin tone is off. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest right now. I think the hair on the Hot Toys one on the right looks like ass as well. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't. That is way too thick.
But I think it has better volume in it compared to hers.
Oh, it's got a ton of volume.
Right.
But I do think that the one on the right looks more like Gal Gadot.
Right. Even if it's not like a more like updated sculpt, it looks more like her.
Oh, by far. And again, guys, Inart, I'm sure we'll fix it. It'll come out nice.
And she doesn't look jaundiced.
But I guess my question is, why are we pushing out? It goes back to the Superman and to the Wonder Woman if it's not ready, because you want people excited. You know what I mean? But if you're already saying, people are like, oh, they're gonna fix it. Well, then don't show me it yet. You know what I mean? Because now I got a bad taste in my mouth. It's like, oh, here's a piece of candy that you don't like. Oh, we're gonna change up the flavor. I don't want to try it again because now I got that bad taste in my mouth. I don't like, that. I don't like that at all. Right. But yeah, the one on the left here, they got to work on that. And then people are really excited for the Batman BVS. But I'm a little worried about that now because of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Figures and Fandom real quick saying, dang, Warner Brothers 100 looks amazing. I got one for sale if anyone needs.
Oh, that was a
It is
nice
a good.
plug.
It is a very good looking figure.
It is.
Very
It
good
is
looking
still
figure.
to this day right now.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
would if if I was picking up a Wonder Woman and it was between that or this Inart one. As of right now, I think that's still a great selection.
As of
But-
right now, I think this Hot Toys one by far is better.
right. And
I
I don't
she
know,
looks
man.
she looks high here, bro. On the left, the way her eyes are, how skinny she is. She just looks very skinny. She looks like she's got some issues. And I'm just gonna say it. It's true. You cannot say this looks good. Now it's to a point where it can be better because Inart's gonna work on it because they're that type of company.
Right.
And they're gonna fix their stuff, and that's awesome. So again, I'm not trying to make this a bashing Inart thing. This is like being excited for what's to come, but just questioning kind of why they're doing it this way, right? And they obviously know, right? I mean, where'd that Legolas photo go that we were just talking about? Where did the video go that this screenshot is from? So yeah.
I don't know, man. I understand that people like that they, seek for advice, quote unquote,
Yeah.
by the community, but I think it's almost like I feel like it's a cop out when you have other people doing your work for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's like you going into like a business meeting and 5-10 minutes before the meeting, your boss is like, all right, you're ready. You got everything written down and stuff and this and that. And then you guys go over it and he like proofreads all your stuff. And then right before you get into the meeting, your pitch is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, get your shit together first before you show the world. If it takes 30 years for you to freaking announce this thing and show it, like that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's time to go kind of into our main topic as well. And hopefully this doesn't rub people the wrong way, but I feel like it needs to be talked about. And that is, of course, hold on here. Why is Hot Toys taking the heat? Okay. And I guess my explanation for what this kind of means is I feel like anytime Hot Toys comes out with something, if there's a tiny little glue issue, for example, people blow it up. No one's talking about the Legolas.
Right.
It's just blown up. Everybody kind of takes that opportunity to really trash on Hot Toys when they're pushing out 100 figures a year. Any slight detail, of that. Not only that, but I'm going to say it. I've seen videos online where people will literally put it in the title or like in shorts or something. And these videos are just, I've gone away from Hot Toys because of this problem, because, whether they can't pose, stand, whatever, they make videos with Hot Toys just falling over, which is not a thing. But it's like, why are we all of a sudden trying to bash Hot Toys? And in the same sentence, that's when you're trying to bring up Inart. It's super obvious. And it really bothers me. Because there's no reason for that. And I feel like that's kind of what starts the whole Inart and Hot Toys war, is when you ask for it. Right. And so, like, if I were to do a video on Inart, I would get so much damn heat. Like, people would just not even give a crap what I have to say. They would probably stop watching, other shows that I'm on and whatnot. Like, they would not want me on Wolfpack anymore. Okay. And I got nothing terrible to say about Inart. I think it's fine. I just don't like how
it's
delivered. I don't like how a lot of people are putting down Hot Toys and comparing it to not even Inart, but like cheaper toy figures. Like, why are we doing that? And it's constant. I don't know if it's for clickbait. I don't know if it's to help Inart get better and to look better. I don't know what it is, but It's definitely a problem, and it's something that a lot of people talk about, but not on live stream. I've definitely had a lot of conversations with a lot of different people that I will not name, but it's a problem.
Yep.
And I guess what are your thoughts, Flavio, before I say more? Like, why is it okay? Why is it okay to like bash Hot Toys in a video?
I think it's a
You know?
narrative. I think it's a narrative that's being tossed around right now because it's the easiest thing to do. I think it's something that, people already know that there's, an influx of, people that are coming into the hobby as well, but then also people that have been solidified in the hobby. And then Inart is, recently getting their figures released that people have been waiting for a while, and then also announcing more stuff as they go, so people want to say like, hey, this is great, it's completely different than what Hot Toys is doing, it's so left field, look at the diversity over here, Hot Toys is lazy, they're doing the same stuff, they're doing
because they have the license for freaking Star Wars and Marvel, which you don't have. Sorry.
But
you know what I mean?
Then,
like, come on.
But then that's the easiest cash grab. It's like, oh, well, they're lazy. They need to go out of the well and try something new. Well, then you're going to bring up the conversation of, well, why do they feel like they're being attacked by Inart? Because now they're coming out with this artisan line. They should have already been doing that if they were at the top. Well,
they kind of already were though, right? With Warner Brothers 100, like they decided to come out with a name for it,
right?
But they were already kind of starting to do that,
right?
And
Inart didn't invent rooting. Rooting was a custom thing. You've seen that on Instagram, all over the place. They just made it more commercially available, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Hot Toys is deep in the game, and they are masters at sculpted hair. Yeah. And now we're seeing them doing an artisan line. But
and that's the thing you kind of brought up like they're lazy. But hold on, like, and I'm not saying that's what you said, but hold on a second. This year alone, we've gotten the Killing Joker, which is definitely different. Yes, it's DC, whatever. Right. But they're also doing multiple Predator figures. They're bringing Alien figures back. They did Last of Us. They have
Wednesday.
They have One Piece Wednesday. They got some crazy stuff that they're popping out too. Okay, they've got. I mean, Spider-Punk alone. Yes, it's a Spider-Man figure, but it's definitely unique. A different body, it's a crazy figure,
right?
And then we have. I brought up the Last of Us. There's just so much that they're doing right now. Shoot, even Squid Games. So they're definitely doing some unique stuff while still doing the artisan line, while being around for 25 years, while still putting out like 80 figures to 100 a year. I kind of like what Yomo's saying here. I feel like it's two-sided, really. Inart gets heat for things, and sometimes just existing is as a 1/6 company while we already have Hot Toys. I agree.
I agree with that too.
However, what this whole conversation is about is not that Inart doesn't get heat, but that you're really not allowed to talk bad about Inart without getting heat.
No,
right?
They're protected.
So like if there's something, they're very, very, very protective. And we'll be the first to say Hot Toys, what the hell is this? Like, we've done it multiple times.
I don't think I've ever seen any picture from Hot Toys go down after it's been released.
But the biggest gripe that I have is not necessarily what we're talking about right now with Inart gets heat, Hot Toys gets heat. The difference is we're not seeing videos where you're comparing where you have Hot Toys figures falling over, looking like it's a bad company, throwing them on the ground, having them fall over and then filming it, and then
breaking
them. It's such a it makes Hot Toys look so awful. And then all of a sudden, you have all this Inart love and other toy companies love, But then, like, why are we trashing Hot Toys any way possible? Whether it's a live stream, whether it's a video, long form, whether it's a short
Group chat,
and it's like, come on.
and also
group
why?
Chat.
Also,
And why in group? Why anywhere? Why can't I say that the super? I am getting both Superman from Inart and Hot Toys. I think they both have their issues, and I think they both look good in a lot of ways. Why can't I say that the head sculpt looks bad on Inart when I already said that the Hot Toys head sculpt looks bad too? Oh no, it doesn't. You're blind. Like I've gotten so many like people yelling at me basically, you know, when you bring stuff up like that. So it's just it's wild. I don't understand why all of a sudden, you know, when you have Inart who's putting out 5 figures a year, they look great, but they also have more time to perfect these figures, and they're also producing less figures of each figure.
A lot less.
So where they're doing a few thousand, maybe Hot Toys is doing thousands more
on each SKU
with 100 figures. So yes, they're going to have more of an opportunity to have some QC issues. And the more that we see Inart bringing out more and more figures and they're producing more, we're going to see more and more QC issues with them too. But again, this isn't a anti-Inart thing. Inart's doing a great job. I'm really excited that they're in the game. I think Legolas looks phenomenal. I'm really excited to see what Wonder Woman truly turns out to look like. Inart's doing phenomenal work. My point of this whole conversation is, once again, why is it okay to bash Hot Toys, and why is it such a thing now? Like, whether you compare it to Inart or to 12th scale figures, why is that even a cool thing that you see all over TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you go? And it's like Hot Toys is basically, it's basically okay to say like Hot Toys is trash,
especially off of a company that built a community.
If it wasn't for Hot Toys, I don't think Inart would be in 6 scale.
I can almost guarantee that like the majority of collectors that are in the hobby found out about Hot Toys before Inart.
Yeah, and Nightmares K is saying you can say a lot about Hot Toys. Lazy is not one of them,
and I 100% absolutely agree with that.
So when people say that,
we're
just like, what?
We're just throwing that in there because if you don't even mention something bad about Hot Toys, people get pissed off.
Like here's the thing too. Like, let's say you got 100 figures. I'm not saying they push out 100 this year. It might be like 80. I don't know. But let's say you push out 100 figures. You have Hot Toys, that is. You have 20 out of that 100 that look phenomenal, right? The other 80 are kind of either from okay to pretty dang good. The point is, they're still pushing out 20 wonderful, beautiful figures that we talked about earlier: Battle Damage Darth Vader, Black Widow, Feral Predator, Spider-Punk, and Hera, and the list goes on and on and on. And then the other 80, it's like, oh, Hot Toys is lazy, Hot Toys sucks, whatever. And it's like, hold up. Did you not just see the T800 Battle Damage that we just talked about?
Or the Wolverine. You know, we didn't
even talk about Wolverine.
Bro, and that's the thing. Legolas came out, and look at all the figures that came out.
It's lazy.
But no, but look at all the figures that Hot Toys released, just like, you know, the Wolverine and, you know, Terminator. I don't see Legolas everywhere.
Yo, Fig Poser, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, my boy? What's up, my boy? I don't see people talking about Legolas like that. Like, you have to like push it up the bar to talk about it.
See, D-Lo knows. Is it on Reddit right now? There's a photo of the new Legolas with glue problems on Reddit. See, you saw it too. No one is talking about it. I thought it got taken down.
They turn a blind eye to it because it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
And that's the thing too. And nobody is talking. And that's, again, nothing against Inart. The Legolas looks beautiful. I said on Wolfpack the other day that I think it's the best Inart figure that they have done. The thing looks beautiful. The thing is, there is a glue thing going on with the hair, and no one's talking about it. But as soon as there's a little dab of glue on a Scarlet Witch or or a Joker, like everybody freaks out, right? So I feel like it's like the cool thing to just bash Hot Toys, and if it's not the cool thing, it really feels like people in the community, not everybody who does it, but there are people that decide to bash the Hot Toys figure to make Inart look better, and that is not cool to me. I think that is without a doubt like you don't see people bashing Inart and then all of a sudden that's why Hot Toys is the best, you know, like you don't see that,
Right.
you know, but like it's like we give the credit to Inart. We were not bashing Inart and then you know, comparing it to 12 scale figures and making them fall. Inart actually did have a problem with falling down figures with the magnet bases, which sounds like they pretty much corrected it, which is awesome because they listen and they're good company. But then when you drop down all of these Hot Toys figures in your case or on the ground or throw them away or whatever, it just makes it look like they got the problem now. You know, like don't do that.
And you know, shout out to Fig Poser because you know he has some comments in here, and you know before we get into them,
Fig, I'm
Rick,
about to send you a link, bro.
No, well,
send you a link.
Well, hang on, because I was gonna tell you we are going to start a new topic or a new segment on Bugle 6. Eventually, we will get it set up, but you know, I want you to
take a shot at the top dog, 100%.
I want you to bring up, you know, Fig Poser's comments here. We're gonna start with the first one, but we're gonna start a new segment, and I told Fig Poser that this segment will be, you know, because of him. Like me and him.
This is our next segment right here.
No, wait.
Segment next week.
let me explain it. Me and him have been going, you know, and first off, this is my boy. Like, you know, shout out to you, bro.
But wait,
we are gonna call a segment called The Hot Seat.
Okay.
Eventually, we will get this set up, but Fig Poser, me and him have been going, you know, back and forth for a month now, probably about, you know, this conversation. And I love the discussion because it's needed. We need to have that discussion. You know, everybody can love what they want to love, but there has to be a definitive, you know, reason or something like that. So he feels strongly about this.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm going to say it again for people that just came in. It's not an Inart problem. Inart is a good company. They listen to us. They fix their shit. That's fine. That's great. Their figures turn out great. Okay. But the point is that I'm trying to make is it's not cool. It is not cool. And it's very annoying when I see these videos trashing Hot Toys, comparing them to third parties, comparing them to, as you lift up Inart, it's super obvious what you're doing. Stop it. Like, it's not cool. You know?
And we're not saying that one is definitively better than the other.
Just stop trashing the top dog.
I agree.
Hot Toys is doing great stuff. Stop saying that they're lazy.
They have pros
lazy.
and cons. Both of them have pros and cons, and I think we all eat, like everybody's saying here in the comments. But the problem is that there is a glorification on
Big
issues.
Big Poser, hold up, Flavio, hold up. I never once said Inart is to blame for their fan base. I never.
He's
said
saying
that.
He's saying that because of me, because I told him that
how dare you?
I told him that it's blatant that there's, you know, the people that push the narrative like that love Inart, they don't want to make it seem like there's stuff that has
honestly
issues.
It's cool. It's okay to like both.
It is.
You know, like,
dude, there's not
like
one
Inart only.
There's not one Inart figure or a line that they have come out with.
Maybe
where
you don't
like
Star Wars.
That's
Maybe you
crazy
think Star Wars
that they did that.
You know? And maybe you think Star Wars is boring as hell and you don't care about Star Wars, but you like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? Maybe you think Inart is, maybe you do like that more, you know, detailed, you know, where you dress the figure and stuff like that. That's your style, and that's why Inart's better for you. That's cool. Don't trash Hot Toys in the process and make videos about it and make it look like Hot Toys is this terrible company. They're lazy. You got these figures falling all over. They do nothing new. They do nothing unique.
And that's where this comment comes
They've been
into
around
play.
for 25 years.
That's where this comment comes into play. There's content creators that are pushing a narrative that Hot Toys is to blame, and it's the fan base, because all they talk about is Inart Pro, nothing con, you know?
Right. Yeah. Fig Poser, I want to read this comment. You have to consider with 25 years in the game, they should have less problems than Inart. No one says they're problem free. I don't know, man, because like we were saying earlier, I don't know if you're here yet, but they're pushing out 80 to 100 figures a year, and for each figure, they're producing more than a single figure from Inart. Like there's more chance. There's more chance for QC issues. And honestly, like everybody has their issues. But I again, it's not cool that we can talk about the issues of Hot Toys, but if I say there's an issue with Inart, and I want to be honest because I stream, and I want to be honest about the figure, and then I know that if I say something, just like after this video, I'm gonna get direct messages on people being pissed off at me because I'm trying to talk about the figure and I can't be honest about it.
And
if I say the hair looks bad on that Wonder Woman, which it does, oh, Inart's gonna fix it. It's bullshit that you're talking. Why? Like I said, the Hot Toys hair is bad too. Like, why can't I say?
And I just recently had my Scarlet Witch unboxing video, and I had issues. I told you that, but you know they're being fixed. You know, by Sideshow.
Blue Tattoo.
But those are things that I should not have to deal with. It's an artisan figure. It's the top of the line, supposedly. And I had issues. When did I ever try to hide an issue that I had from Hot Toys? Never.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. We got Figures and Phantom saying we all win with more figures, so the argument isn't worth it. 100% with me. I like both companies. I can't read. I like what both companies do in different ways. And I agree with you. Again, point is, why are we making videos where Hot Toys look like they can't stand up? Why are we making videos where it's okay to break a Hot Toys figure and throw it in the garbage and you know, all of that? I'll call myself out. I did that Coke video where I put the head sculpt in the Coke. I'm gonna call myself out because I know somebody's gonna bring it up. I didn't tear up the whole figure. I bought an extra head sculpt for like $30 and I did that.
Right.
So when people are buying a $300, $400 figure and they just throw it and it breaks, then it's like, oh, it's just a Hot Toys figure. And like, it just feels like you're really trying to bring down the company. And it just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I guess it's kind of what social media is turning into be too, like TikTok and stuff like that. It's clicks, it's all of that. And then everybody kind of copies that. And then they want, you know, to get 10,000 followers on TikTok so they can start getting paid. And they want to do this, they want to do that. There's other, I feel like there's just other ways to do that, you know.
And
like,
there's no way that they have 20 figures released, Fig. Like, there's people that are still waiting for figures.
Yeah.
That's not a full release.
Dilo the collector is saying both companies have their pros and cons. Just keep the same energy with both.
100%. Absolutely. But that latter half of that statement is not being upheld. The energy is not the same on both sides.
Well, what about that Wukong figure with the recall? Dude,
right.
I had no idea about that until today.
Yeah, they recalled it because they were like
nobody talks about
something.
Like imagine if freaking T800 battle damage got recalled.
There would be 1,000
people
videos
would be laughing about that. Yeah. Oh, Hot Toys lazy again. Blah blah blah. Like,
and then
I don't know. I guess here's the thing. Hot Toys, the name Hot Toys. Sorry, Flavio.
No, you're good.
When you put Hot Toys in the title, it does get more views. You know what I mean? Because more people collect Hot Toys. So maybe that's why they do it. Like Hot Toys fails again or whatever. You know, so like, I get it. You know, you want those clicks. But again, let's not try to trash a company that this community truly has been built around. And then just, I don't know, man. It just rubs me the wrong way. I don't see why that's okay. It's a real problem in the community where it's literally turning into like a war. Inart versus Hot Toys. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to compare them. But when you get so upset about, you know, one side, like You know, like if I was doing a video where Inart figures were falling over, or for example, you guys all know about my Paul Atreides, the head sculpt wouldn't get on. I could have made a video on that and called it, you know, Inart Paul Atreides, you know, worst figure, blah, blah, blah. Like, but I didn't, because I'm not going to just make a video to bash, you know, the company. I don't know, man. Sorry, I got mixed up. 11 figures within the last year. It's pretty good. And they'll only get better. They're a really good company. And I'm, again, not trashing Inart at all, because they're a very good company. It's just, like I said, I'm not going to repeat myself again. But yeah, that is the big question. Why is Hot Toys taking the heat? I feel like they've been taking the heat for every other company out there, so that these other companies can just all look good. So 12 scale figures can look good, for God's sake. Like, come on.
Right.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And I don't think if they weren't around, like, there wouldn't be much to talk about.
Right. Because there'd only be like figure here and there released, right? Like,
right.
I mean, even third party, I'm still waiting on my Wonka.
Right.
You know what I mean? It takes a while. And yeah, but anytime I'm scrolling and I'm looking at shorts and stuff, and I see, like, you know, Hot Toys sucks and
like,
these figures,
you know, and like Fig is
I don't
saying,
know.
like, if Inart wasn't around, you would still be getting great figures. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was a weird change in the community where, you know, okay, you know, photorealism, we want artists and this and that. People went out and did custom jobs for figures that they wanted to root.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you ask majority of collectors, sculpted hair still prevails.
Yeah.
Sculpted hair still prevails. So I feel like you can't even say that. Like, if they weren't out, what would we have gotten from Hot Toys? Look at all this shit we're getting. We're getting the Big Chap. We're getting, you know, RoboCane. We're getting all this stuff that people have been wanting. And
yeah,
they're
that's
still
another
doing
the
it.
RoboCane.
And they're
like,
doing
oh my
stuff
gosh.
around that.
But the RoboCane is super lazy, man. They need to come up with some new stuff. That RoboCane is lazy.
I don't think Inart will ever make a figure like that.
Well, that's the thing too. Okay, here's another thing. And again, I'm not putting down Inart, but stop trashing Hot Toys, because Hot Toys is actually getting these big figures, like the Big Venom that came out from the video game, the Galactus. And here at Inart, I want a Hagrid, but they won't do it because of the body. I want a Sauron, because why not? Like, that would be really cool to see, but it's too big. Like, Inart, you can do it, and people would buy it because it's going to look badass. So, you know, I don't think Hot Toys is being lazy at all, because Hot Toys is doing it. So, but that's all I got to say about that. I don't want to keep ranting on about it, but it's just something that's been eating me alive for the last few months, seeing this nonsense, honestly, on Hot Toys. I don't want to come out to be like that guy that, like, you know, starts crap and whatnot, but I think it's got to be said.
It's got to be talked about.
It's got to be talked about, man. No one's talking about it because nobody wants to get trapped into that situation. But, you know, it's if you're an Inart fan, cool, love Inart, but keep the same respect, you know. So that's all I got. But just to end off the show, Flavio, we've been on for about an hour and a half. Wanted to keep today's show a little lighter after the 24 hours last week and stuff going on. You know, you're outside trying to make a s'more finally, lighting up a freaking cigar. Dude, so, you know, we're trying to have some
weather
fun
out here.
Oh, dude, it looks beautiful out there.
It's peaceful out here. You know what I mean? I'm chilling with my boy too. We're gonna watch the fight tonight. We got big money on the fight. You know?
Is that on Netflix? That fight?
Netflix at 9:00 here. So tune in. Canelo versus Crawford. Who do you guys got? Because I got money on that. And then it's a night of UFC as well. So
yeah. Fig Poser. One more thing about the topic, I guess. Fig Poser, don't get me wrong, I love Hot Toys. I just expect better from such a legendary company. I guess my question to you, Fig, and if you don't get to type it on here in the comments in time before we get off, that's fine. But message me. I'd love to have this conversation with you too. Like, you're my boy.
We're gonna get him on here one day, hopefully.
But I just want to know. I just want to know what could be better. other than some glue issues, which, by the way, Legolas photo is out there with some glue issues. So other than a couple glue issues for 5 figures out of the 3,500 that they sent out, what could they do better? You know, do you want them to get different lines? And I'm not saying they're perfect, because I think there's things that they could do better too, but I want to hear it from you. So let me know. But anyways, Flavio, what's going on over your channel, man?
Yeah, so I have a ton of stuff to unbox still. I'm working on my latest video right now, so be on the lookout for that. I'm working on Hera Syndulla from the Ahsoka series. She's a great figure, man. So that unboxing, you know, hopefully if everything goes right, that should be out this coming week. And other than that, I have, who do I got coming in? I don't remember. Oh, I got Kidpool coming in. And then I was supposedly getting charged for that Samurai Predator, but I still don't have an email for that, and we haven't seen the photos for that. So I'm assuming that's gonna happen on Monday or sometime early this week. But stay tuned for that, because that figure is gonna be amazing. Other than that, just a ton of unboxings I want to get through, guys, and then, you know, hopefully do a collection tour, you know, maybe for the end of the year. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that, because you've been talking about a collection tour. We got to get that going.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. I have, I mean, obviously, Wolfpack every Wednesday, 9 p.m. or 9:30 Eastern time. That's 8:30 Central Standard Time. So come check us out over there on the Jedi Knights Watches channel. If you guys, I'm sure you guys all know that already. But I got a video I'm working on. I did a video about a year or two ago ranking all of my Hot Toys figures. I am in the process of doing that for a second time. Now that I have over double the amount that I had before. So looking forward to getting that out. I've been working on that for 2 or 3 months, actually. I'm just taking my time with it. I was so busy doing the 1/6 celebration stuff that I got behind on some things. But yeah, working on that. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep bricking over here on the Bugle 6. I do want to bring this up. Really, yeah, Hera's goated. Yeah, Hera's a good looking figure.
She is. She's amazing.
And Fig Poser did say something about materials and electronics. And yeah, the electronics, I would even say the eyes, man. The eye rolling system Hot Toys does is terrible. But my whole point was,
see,
I'm not making 30 videos just to bash it, and then all of a sudden do an Inart video where it's Inart is beautiful. This is the best figure ever. This is so highly detailed. Hot Toys is doing nothing like this. Like, it's like, then why are you even talking about Hot Toys if you don't like it that much? You know, I don't. It just rubs me the wrong way, guys. But yeah, much love, man.
Love you too, bro.
You know that. You know that.
We locked in, bro.
We got the peaches.
Yeah, she does got a peach on it for sure.
No, but I appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat. You know, and until next time, guys. A little too sweet. Until next time, guys. Keep bricking and make sure to always, no matter what, whether it's a good or a bad day, choose
to collect
collect
and pop.